Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do a quick video here. Outside of my garage, it's my start of my Hot Wheels collection here. They've been kind of chilling. Need to add some more. I've got some kind of hanging out. But there's been some recent changes. I had some other stuff filmed. However, my other phone broke. So I'm not able to get anything off of it. The screen's cracked. The digitizer's cracked. I can't get it to connect to my computer, so I'm going to have to replace that. Potentially could get that video, but unfortunately I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and show off the new vehicle. It is going to be potentially, some people may like it, some people may not. So I bought a Mark 7 GTI. Got a really good deal on it. We needed some more space. Two Mustangs just wasn't cutting it anymore. So we have, this car is my car, my wife's EcoBoost we still have. There'll be some content coming on the EcoBoost here shortly. It's not going to be, too terribly much coming that way. But with this car, I wanted more space. We needed it for some other stuff going on. When we travel, it's a lot easier to travel with this car than it is with a Mustang. We actually had some traveling we did last week and it worked out pretty well. I'll have some photos in here of when we went out to the mountain, and I videoed it, or not videoed, I took pictures of it. I did have kind of a video talking about everything, what had happened, kind of discussing a little bit more of that in detail as well. But like I said, my phone got damaged. I'm not able to use it, not able to get anything off, but the Mustang is gone. I've had this car for going on 3 months now. It's been pretty cool. I did have to replace the PCV hose on it, which was bad when I got it. Whatever, don't care. Currently, the car has a CTS downpipe. It has a new speed exhaust. Those came with the car when I purchased it. It's got a CTS intake. It has a CTS front mount. I don't know if you can see it in there. It's a CTS front mount. Car was originally tuned, I think at some point, basically from emailing everybody, it had a Unitronic tune on it, Unitronic Stage 2 91 octane tune. It went from the Unitune to be in flashback to stock with Revo's software, and then based on what I'm seeing, I believe it was tuned potentially by EQT or sneaky tuned. Car had some colder plugs, which based on what I'm seeing is for like IS-38s. It doesn't have an IS-38, it's got a stock IS-20. So possibility it had an IS-38 on it at some point, but regardless, the car's tuned now with integrated engineering. I'm on their Stage 2 tune. I do have plans for going more in the future. I don't want to kind of reveal all of that just yet until I get to it. But so I had some issues with misfiring, replaced the plugs, gaffed them correctly. They weren't actually tight. They were not tight enough to even crush the crush washer on it. So basically, guys, when you're doing plugs, make sure you tighten them down enough to crush that washer. I actually torqued them to spec for the first time ever. I've never torqued a plug to spec. I've always done it based on feel. Car now is on Eibach Sport lines. It's the lowest spring that you can get currently on the market, and I mean it is pretty low. I did have to put some cheapy tires on it. It had some 245 40s. They were rubbing, scrubbing, everything. So those are off. There's some cheapy tires until I get wheels that I want. So yeah, this is the car. Pretty. I did paint these. These are Koenig Myths, I think. I painted them. With the other tire, I wasn't able to get the lip all the way. That's why there's a little bit right there. And then when they were changing the tires, they chipped them. So I'm going to repaint those. So I'm going to continue on. Based on kind of the mods of the car, like I said, it's got a CTS intake. It's got a CTS exhaust. I'm trying to find my light. It's got a CTS downpipe, CTS intercooler. You can see the intercooler pipe right there. So pretty kind of normal stuff. A lot of stage 2 stuff for people that go quote stage 2. When I made the comment about the plugs, those were put in by the previous owner. Additionally, one of the things I did have to do is this ground strap was broken here. I did have to basically remake a ground strap. There is a solution for that. I do plan on doing that when I do coil packs, when those are actually needed. Into the inside of the car, like I said, it's DSG. As you can see, it's SE trim, so it's going to have the leather. It does have, it doesn't have the performance pack, so it doesn't have the upgraded brakes. It doesn't have the limited slip. But getting into the car, so it does have like Android Auto, which is kind of cool. But yeah, just kind of running through the inside of here real quick. It's a pretty cool car. If you guys are considering buying one of these cars, looking at buying one of these cars, have questions, you're welcome to drop questions in the comments or on Instagram. The Instagram's linked on the Facebook profile, or not the Facebook, the Instagram rather. I don't have a Facebook for this channel, but ask any questions, concerns, any of that you have if you're looking at these. There's plenty of resources out there if you're looking at buying them too that are much more knowledgeable about the platform than myself. I do have some knowledge on this, not as much as other people, but I did want to kind of cover that and let you guys know about the new car, let you guys know where I've been. Content may pick up some as I find parts, but the summer is the busy season at work, so I tend to work more, have less time for this, and with all the stuff going on outside of work, some personal things, family things, it's kind of taking some time away from this. But right now, assuming it's not too busy at work, I should be able to get some more content out, some more stuff on this. I'm really excited to start working on this, actually more so than I did on the Mustang. So if you guys have questions, let me know. If not, leave a comment. Tell me what you like about these cars, what you don't like about these cars. Do you think it looks like an egg? Other than that, guys, I'll have some photos at the end of the trip that we took this weekend. Thank you guys for watching.